So I'm not a big fan of horror movies, but I honestly wouldn't really count this as a horror. Yeah, I mean, it's marketed as a horror, it sounds like a horror, it looks like it should be a horror, and what it's based on is most definitely a horror game. Also, when you say horror long enough, it just kind of sounds like you're saying horror, so I'm gonna say scary. Now, for any of you that know me or watch any of my stuff, or can just kind of get a good impression of me, when it comes to scary things, I'm a little bitch. I'll admit it. I will. I avoid it massively. I don't watch anything. Like, if I see a commercial that I think might be scary, I look away. And I've never thought it was a bad thing. I mean, I've never gotten people that want to scare themselves. Like, I like to laugh and enjoy movies and think. I don't like to, you know, scream and want to shit my pants. Like, to me, that just doesn't sound enjoyable. But I was at a friend's house, they rented this movie, I wanted to be nice, and it's actually, I mean, it's good. It's definitely not great. And I use good in a loose term. It didn't scare me at all, and the plot is very, very intriguing. The plot is, I think, that there's this little girl who is adopted from this, like, old mining town that there's, like, a fire still burning and a coal mine underneath, but it's not actually, like, a coal mine. It's like they got to hell or something. But a little girl was adopted, and she turns out to actually be demonic or something. And the mom thinks they need to go back to this old hellish mining town. Then when they go there, they get transported into like an alternate universe of this town where there's like monsters and demons. And kind of the aspect of this movie that makes it stand apart that's really, really cool actually is that when you're in this world, it just seems kind of like after a wildfire when there's ash coming down. Very, very unsaturated, kind of spooky vibe. But every now and then, everything flakes apart and just nightmares crawl out of the walls. There's bugs everywhere that are eating people, blood oozing out. Dead bodies animate themselves and try and kill you. The worst possible things you can imagine come true. And if you've ever heard of Pyramid Head, which I have before this, it comes from this, and he's really fucking cool. Like, I'll admit it. He's cool. I want to see more of him. I'm going to watch Silent Hill 2 just because the people tell me that there's more of him in Silent Hill 2. And when it goes into this world, this alternate world where everything is hellish and gruesome and horrifying, the visuals are fantastic. It's one of the most visually appealing movies I've ever seen. I'm not saying that the CGI is the best I've ever seen. I'm saying that visually, it is astonishing, and it's beautiful in a really fucked up kind of way. But I mean, that and the intriguing plot are kind of the only good things about it. It's a bit forgettable. Like, I watched it only a week ago, and I'm having a difficult time recollecting much more about it other than that I like the plot, crazy girl, and pretty. So, because of that, I'm not going to score it very high. It's going to get a real middle-of-the-road 5 out of 10. But if you're afraid of scary things and somebody wants to watches something scary, I'd recommend watching Silent Hill because you could probably get through it. And not only get through it, you'll probably enjoy what you're looking at. So that's something. But have a good day, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other reviews.